Howdy, my fellow strangers. It is Wednesday. Huzzah! Fun days, right? And I initially had this video planned. I've actually had two videos planned. One I've already scrapped. And that was just explaining to you guys how I see all of you and how most of y'all are badasses in my mind. This thing is so heavy, it just made my car say, oh, there's someone in the passenger seat. They're like, no, it's water. But yeah. But I scrapped the whole idea of me explaining to you guys why you're all badasses in one way or another. Just because it got too long-winded and I didn't think that the idea would be like all that interesting. But since Crystal responded to my millennial service job video yesterday, I wanted to, bring up some more things with you guys. I really like having a dialogue with you guys. So, to start off, I just have a few quick questions for you guys. And I'm going to answer these questions as well. What did you guys want to do as a job when you were younger? Let's say somewhere between 8 and 13. What did you guys want to do back then? For me, I wanted to make video games. I wanted to be some part of the video game industry. And now that I'm doing YouTube, I'm going to try to implement that somehow. It's not going to be on this channel. I'm not going to be doing any Let's Plays and whatnot. I actually plan on doing things similar to how The Completionist and Peanut Butter Gamer do things. Just talking about the video games themselves. But that's not what I wanted to do growing up. I wanted to make video games. I wanted to somehow get my ideas out there. And to a lesser extent, I may be able to do that someday. I want to get a better computer for myself and download Unity and see what I can do with that. Because I feel as though there's a lot of potential with that from what I've seen. But who knows? Now, the second thing I'd like to know is, what are some fantastic memories that you still think about to this day? For me, one thing that I still think about to this day is the first video game console I purchased for myself. I already had my own video game things beforehand. Like, my dad had let me play his Super Nintendo, and it was technically still his, but it was in my room, and I played it and whatnot. But then my dad also bought my own PS2 for me. He bought me Game Boys, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Advance. And those were great, but I remember the day I first got my Wii. I just decided I was going to do it, went out to Walmart, took me about half an hour to drive there, because, well, that was the closest store to me that had video games. That's not completely true. There was one store that every once in a while it would get video games, but it was very rare. But for me, I just decided I'd saved up enough money and I could get a Wii without breaking the bank. So I did. I got a Wii and brought it home. And of course, I started playing video games. I know it had Wii Sports with it. but I don't remember what other game I got. Oh, I remember. I got Zack and Wiki, which is actually, despite it being a very child-centered game, it was really fun. Then, of course, I also got The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which is still a fun game to just pick up and play. But yeah, that's a memory of mine. Memory that I still think about every once in a while. And third, if you could eat anything, like there was no calories that you had to worry about, no like allergies and whatnot, if your stomach could handle any food without any serious repercussions, what would it be? And for me, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of a food that I can't eat, but I can eat pretty much anything. Like, I can't think of any food that my stomach can't handle. Now, I can't eat a lot of processed stuff just because it's really processed, and that'll upset anyone's stomach when you get to be around my age. Ugh. Getting old is not fun. But if I could choose anything to eat right now, I want a well-made chili with ghost peppers in it. I've had Carolina Reaper in chili before, but I want to take a step back and have a chili with ghost peppers into it, instead of like whatever peppers are typically done in it. I know some people throw jalapenos in their chilies, but me, I want to go and do ghost peppers. The only time I've had a ghost pepper was with a taco, and then I had like half of a candied ghost pepper, and I love those. Like, they were fantastic, and I'd like to try them again, but I just want to make a chili with one. The Carolina Reaper was really good, and so I wanted to see how adding a ghost pepper to it is, because ghost peppers are typically a little bit more flavorful than Carolina Reapers, so I want to see what the flavor difference is, if there's a different flavor profile or not. But yeah, and the next question is, what was the first thing you did that made you feel like you were an adult? And for me, when I bought my first cell phone, not my first cell phone, but the first time I purchased a cell phone, I was still living with my parents, and they started complaining about how my brothers, or at least my older brother, was still on their phone plan, even though he wasn't even living with them and whatnot. And I decided, you know what? I have a full-time job now. I'm gonna get off my parents' phone plan. They're not gonna have to pay for me at all. So I did. I gave my family the phone that they had bought for me back, and that was pretty much it. Got my cell phone. It was a Galaxy Samsung Exhibit. So yeah. So those are a few questions, and I do have something bigger planned. I'm not sure when I'm going to have it up, or if I'm going to put it on this channel or my personal channel, just because it doesn't add anything to the dialogue. So yeah, but yeah, please answer these questions. I would love to just have something more from you guys than your normal things. I love getting updates about your life, but there just comes a time when, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in your videos next week, and you'll see me on Sunday, I promise. Take care, and bye-bye.